I have always received this question: should I take life insurance? Life insurance is insurance that you take on a life so that if that life is lost, the dependents of that person can be able to be paid a certain amount. In some instances, it actually makes sense, but most of the time, it does not. So, what are the instances that make life insurance worth it? The first reason is if you have young dependents, if you are a parent with young children, children who need school fees paid for the next 20 years, children who need to be fed, children who need to be provided for. If you are a parent, by most definitions, take life insurance on yourself, because then it covers you if your children will suffer in your demise, in your sudden death. The other reason why you should take insurance is if you have a lot of debt, especially long-term debt like mortgages or a big loan that even if you die would still be attached to your property and your dependents would suffer should you come to death. If that is the case, then by all means take life insurance so that you can cover your family, so that when you are dead, at least they can be able to get some money, they can be able to access some money to pay off the debt and do not have to suffer financial loss. They do not have to lose a house if you took a mortgage on a property. They do not lose on the value of the house that you have acquired, sweated for, paid for, and they are at least covered because of this mortgage or this debt that is long term, that may make them suffer financially and significantly. Another reason is if you are between the ages of 25 to 45. This is because at these ages you're able to get a bigger payout compared to the premium that you pay. If you are below 25, you might actually get 0.01% premium for the payable. That means that if you give 1,000 every month, you might actually get a payable of 6 million plus. But if you are older, you are paid less. So that is something to consider. If you are young, do take it. And especially if you are young, you have young dependents and you are willing to cover them, do take it. But if you are old, beyond the age of 45, your payout might be a lot smaller. Your percentage ratio of the premium that you pay to what is payable at the end of the day might be a little bit not worth it. If you are at the age of 45 and the children have grown, you will pay a lot more for a lot less that they may receive in the end. So if you're beyond 45, don't take it. At this point, just invest, save, grow your wealth, and leave some inheritance for your children. The other reason is if you are in working in a place where that you incur a lot of risk. Do you incur a lot of risk? Do you travel a lot for work? Do you have to work with heavy machinery that could be dangerous? If your risk to health and death are more eminent than the average person, do take life insurance, because at least you have something to be able to cover your family should you actually go to death. So if part of your work entails taking some level of risk that might get you to die, then do take life insurance. The other thing is if you have no assets that can be quantified, so if you have nothing to your name and you want to have some safety before you accumulate enough wealth and assets to cover your family in your demise, then take some life insurance. If you're paying 1,000 every month and it is going to pay 2 million by the time you're 25, it's going to pay 2 million and it's going to be able to cover the 2 million, be able to cover your children at least for the foreseeable future, for their immediate education for the next 5 years, then take it, because you have no assets. So if you die, then you will not be able to cover your children, but at least you have that because you have no assets. And this is the key: you have no assets. So if you have no assets, do that. If you have no passive income, do that. Cover your children for the next 5 years, 10 years before your payout becomes a lot less and not worth it. Then do it and be able to cover your children. The other thing is, if your payout is going to be great, and that is why I'm saying if you're between the age of 25 to 35, take it. By the time you get 45 and above, it is not worth your pain. So those are the reasons why you would take life insurance. Remember, a lot of people are conned by these life insurance people. They are told that at your age you'll be paid 2 million when you come to death. But they do not tell you that this money depreciates over a period of time. So if by 25 you'll be paid for 1,000 premium that is paid every month, you'll be paid say 4 million in your demise. By the time you're 50, this amount to be paid may actually be 500,000. So that is something to consider. So don't take it as an investment, take it as an insurance for your children who might suffer in your demise. I hope you're learning, you're growing, and becoming better in your financials. Remember, leave a comment down in the comment section and like this video. Thank you and enjoy your